Hi, my name is Narayan Murthy Vaturi. I lead global sales at vserve.mobi. Essentially, I take care of the entire brand sales operations across the globe, across all the multiple 10 odd offices we have across the globe. And we are extremely happy to partner with MMA today here and to release the Mobile Consumer Report of India, wherein we have increasingly seeing a conversation in our conversations with our advertisers, wherein consolidated data of the consumer, which can actually give us insights in terms of taking decisions on mobile, was the missing piece, and that is exactly what we are trying to address here in a consolidated manner, wherein we will try to do a lot many more data related reports like this, which will help our consumers, which will help our advertisers, which will help our media planners to do better job on mobile, to understand the consumer better. What do they want? What do they need? How do we segment them? How do we target them better and stuff like that? And so overall, it's our emphasis, and it's our constant endeavor to make sure that we bring out the right data points to our advertisers and media planners, and help them out in actually doing a larger goal of contributing to mobile at a ecosystem level.
Uh, Basis of the report, of course, what are your thoughts about the demographics of the mobile internet users in India? Also, any surprises, any surprising insights that you drive out of the report?
Surprising insights. Yes, one of the insights was, we were talking about the youth being a dominant. Although I don't really think it's a surprising thing, but yes, we never thought that it would come out really so starkly in that report, because I believe that there is a huge emphasis of mobile internet getting adopted by a lot of youth and that generation, because they are the ones who are constantly on the move. They are the ones who are the early adopters of newer technologies, newer usage patterns, newer things, are doing the same things in a new manner, because they are the ones who are always hang out with people. They are always out. They are always on the move, and these are the ones who are actually the real custodians of how to use mobile in an effective manner. I'll just give you a small example that in the three generations of people in my own house, my dad, me, and my daughter, I think the best use of mobile would be done by my 4-year-old, 5-year-old daughter, because I think she is completely native to mobile. She doesn't have any hitch in terms of using a completely new
They're a
device.
mobile first generation.
They are natives. They are mobile natives. We are all immigrants of mobile, where we have actually come from another generation. We are trying to adapt to a new technology in that sense. So I think youth is definitely one parameter in terms of that. But the overall report talks about how mobile ecosystem is growing in India, how we have to take it seriously now, and in fact, as somebody of the speaker was talking in the morning, that why mobile is the question which have already been solved. I think it's how mobile is the it's time for the how mobile question right now,
Right.
and how we are going to take it to the next level, actually plump in money into it, invest into it, grow it, and then really take out the results from it.
True. Uh, from the report, 60% of the mobile internet users in India are below 24 years, just what we talked about. However, do you think that this high number sometimes discourages mature brands like maybe banking and finance or healthcare to adopt mobile? I've heard often this is not our target audience.
See, that's an interesting, that's a very valid point. Number one. Number two is, that's the conversation I keep having with my advertisers, almost on a daily basis. They kind of segment the user into, this is not my target audience, this is not my target audience, and stuff like that. What I keep telling them is, you got to really seed in your product at a young age for him to come to a stage where he will really be your loyal customer. Loyalties are not the same, cup of the, piece of the cake which they were earlier.
True.
Loyalties cannot be managed in the same way we were doing it earlier. They're extremely, finicky people. Pardon my language, but it's actually finicky. People get shift loyalties like this, and we got to seed them young. We have to really harvest them young. And if somebody is thinking that the 24-year-old guy today is not my target audience, I think they are actually losing out on when he becomes the 30-year-old.
All right.
Because if he is not visible, or if he is not a part of the, at least the secondary target audience for them right now, he will never become their primary target audience in the future. Because he's the same 24-year-old guy who can afford a home loan, or who can afford a credit card 4 years from now or 3 years from now.
Right.
And with all the economy going, and we have seen a huge wave of salary increases and a lot of other denominators, which suggests that people are earning decent enough at 22, 23 years of age now.
Right.
So
I'd like to be the devil's advocate here. There are some consumer engagements which are intrinsically mobile, such as location-based campaigns or app or game downloads. Looking at more general campaigns, how would you compare social media to mobile?
I don't think they're different. I seriously don't think they're different. At the end of the day, you have to look at mobile as an engagement opportunity in totality, not just in terms of what they would be doing and what one activity based or two activity based. I think you should be looking at mobile in a holistic manner in terms of what the medium can bring to the table. And if you actually see, to be specific to your question, I don't think it's very different. You talk about Facebook, you talk about any other social app. Most of their usage, most of their revenues, most of them are getting driven through mobile right now. Number one. Number two, very small example. I was reading somewhere that the recent Indian Idol, which just ended, 60% of votes which people contributed were using mobile. I mean, it was actually the deciding factor for choosing the winner more than anybody else. And that shows that social, I mean, isn't it social? Of course it is social. Right. Social and mobile engagement, I don't think it's really different, number one. Number two is most important aspect of whenever we talk about engagement as a word is engagement only happens when it is native to what you're doing. We can talk about native advertising and right. a lot of other stuff, but nativity of what you're doing within the medium becomes an important aspect of the engagement parameter, or the engagement barometer, I should say, the right. extent at which you measure the engagement. Because nativity gives you the aspect that, yeah, the user is doing something intrinsic to the medium, and he is shown an opportunity to engage with the brand. When you are saying engagement, I'm relating it to a brand engagement right. per se. So when a brand is trying to do something which is not intrinsic to the medium, which is not a native, then it becomes push. Right. Then it becomes intrusive. Then it becomes an issue to the consumer. To a certain extent, the consumer will take it, and later he will chuck it, or either it will become a blind spot for him, or he will actually create ruckus and say, what is this? Please remove this. I don't want this advertising in my screen. So nativity is something which I think engagement has to really drive on. So advertisers, the media planners, and people like us who are part of the ecosystem have to really understand that how we can get into that the skin of the medium and use it most effectively in the thought process, in the bearing in mind who the user is, and understand it better in that sense.
Last question, your thoughts on the consumer habits, consumers' mobile habits.
Okay, I mean that is something which has been talked about so much, and most of the conferences I go across the globe, and this is something which we all talk about. We go to bed with our mobile, we wake up with our mobile. There was an interesting stat which I heard in MMS Singapore that 30% of Chinese divorces are because of the mobile. Because the spouses spend more time with mobile right. than their spouses, and that is the extent of a mobile phone. A small thing like the first thing my daughter asks me when I come home is not a hug, but for my mobile phone, because she wants to play Angry Birds or she wants to play something else. In one word, I think mobile is no more a device, or it is no more what you fancy carrying, but it has become a part of your body. I mean, I think it's part and participle of your everyday life. Right from the moment you get out of bed, because even alarm clock is replaced by a mobile phone now. So smaller and smaller nuances of habits which in our everyday life are being taken away and being replaced with mobile. I watch a lot of videos on mobile. You know, a lot of people of my friends don't even subscribe to a TV anymore because they know that they can do it through go to a YouTube and watch it on their mobiles or on their pads or on whatever.